Okay, I thought we'd do something a little different now and look for an old White Dwarf magazine that I may have found in the cupboard somewhere. This is issue 236 and it says August. I don't know what year this is from. Does it say on the spine? No. Let's have a little look. Okay, inside cover. Lots of colour there. Bit of Battlefleet Gothic. I don't know if any of you guys remember that game. There are rumours, I believe, that it may be coming back a little bit more there. If anyone can tell us what model ship that is, then they're an expert. Not sure who these people are. Simon Shucker or Shuker. Looks like James McAvoy. And Matthew Hudson looks a lot like the guy who writes codexes nowadays. Is it Phil Kelly? Are they the same man? Anyway, what else have we got here? Eldar Codex coming out at the time. Blood Bowl is still around. Some adverts, and upcoming events. Another advert, Codex Eldar. A missing artist. What's this? We're trying to track down artist Gary Harrod, who drew the picture below. Gary worked for us about 10 years ago, but since then we have lost all contact. So they're basically trying to get in contact with this guy again. I wonder if they ever did. Let's have a look at this picture. Can we see it? See if I can just focus in on that. There we go. An interesting picture. Looks a little bit like a space marine killing a human. Anyway, let's continue on. So this is all about the Eldar, which came out at the time. Gav Thorpe there, looking very young. He looks a bit like Robbie from the new Cobra Kai TV show, if you've seen it. If you haven't, I recommend it. A little bit about the background. Wraith Lords are in, Howling Banshees. Eldrad here, I think he has a new model these days. A Rebirth, this is a bit of fluff and story. I don't know if they really have these in White Dwarf nowadays. I can't say I read many. I'm more into reading old ones. Necromunda, Gang War, 48 pages of new rules and gangs for Necromunda. I wonder what gangs they were. Eldar Guardian, so this looks like a conversion or kit bashing section where they've used Dark Eldar parts, old Dark Eldar parts mind, mixed with the Elder stuff to make these interesting things here. Nick Davis, well done. Path of the Warrior. This is all about Baal Tan. I don't know much about my Eldar craft worlds, but I believe I know Baal Tan is the white one with the green bits. For a moment there I saw this picture, I thought he'd been impaled by a horn or sharp implement, but now realise it was actually the moon in the background. Maybe I should be going to Specsavers. Okay, the Baal Tan, or is it Baal Tan? Have I been pronouncing it wrong all these years? Baal Tan, I don't know. The Swordwind Army gives us some points costs here. Ooh, released this month are the dreaded Elder Felix the cat. No, Phoenix Lords. 6 there. I always enjoyed Corandrus, the Shadow Hunter. Looks like Predator to me with his dreadlocks and mandibles. Here we are. A huge picture there, a spread of, look at these old Wraith Lords. Very snazzy. I really enjoyed the thorny vine effect they put on the vehicles back in the day. There's an interesting piece of art of a Howling Banshee who is battle chant to Cain, the bloody-handed god. What up? What's next? This is a nice pink planet. Looks like a John Blanche piece. It's very nice actually. I am a fan of his work. I know a lot of people are not. However, I feel he really captures the feel of the world of Warhammer. Blood Bowl, final season sell-off. Does that mean it's all over? All Blood Bowl products in your store will be half price. It's the final season for Blood Bowl. Well, I guess that didn't last long, only about 20 years. Some novels here. We can see Dan Abnett is around. Looks like Dominic Diamond, no less. I don't know if you know who he is. And William King. Bill King, I think they refer to him as. Very good writer. I enjoyed his piece on the Horus Heresy back in the day. Lots of novels. This must have been just as they were kicking off their novels. First and only. All New Adventure. Is that the first book? I don't know. I'm not clued up on those books. And Vampire Count's Fluff here. Another nice piece of artwork. Some blood splats there. It's not my blood, I would like to say. It is actually part of the magazine. Okay, here we have a sample army by the look of things. It's very dark. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's a very dark army. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the bats, big bats, little bats, and all these wolves. Gives you that Boo haunted house theme. Is that the old black coach? I think there's a new one of those. I always wanted to get into Vampire Counts, but sadly never did. Manfred von Carstein, the last Vampire Count of Sylvania. Hello, what's this? The Siege of the Imperial Palace. I never ever saw that large display. Sadly, always wanted to. I think these were the life-size Space Hulk displays. It's a shame they don't exist anymore. Well, they may exist somewhere, but I don't think they exist at Warhammer World. Orky Tactics by Andy Chambers. This is all about how to play your orcs in 40k at the time. These dreads or killer clans. These are killer cans apparently. More lightly armoured than orc dreadnoughts, they still retain the dreadly close combat abilities. Inferno magazine with this gentleman on the cover. I don't know what that is. I'm sure someone does. More orcs here. Lovely piece of artwork there. Need to get rid of that shine. Bear with me a moment. We'll see if we can get rid of that. Nope. I'm afraid that's there to stay. The UK store list. I think this list is older than most manuscripts in the world. The store list has been around for thousands of years, it seems. Summer campaigns. If you want to go to the Sea of Chaos or the Tilia Sea, you can go and take part in a campaign. What else do we have here? Lots of games advertised. 99. There we go. Tour 99. So I'm assuming you're around there at some point. So this is almost 20 years old. So there's a good guess there with the vampire counts and the orcs and whatnot. These are wood elves by a man who's using a... Look, he's missing a trick there. That should have been the pose for the vampire counts. Never mind. Some Hawk riders. Hawk does not look impressed to have a man astride his neck like that. Can't be comfortable. Look at this. The darkest Crimson Fists Razorback you've ever seen. I enjoy it. I like it. I remember the first one had a more open turret with the plasma guns and the las cannon in the middle. This is obviously a revision or redesign, but still on the old plastic Rhino chassis, which brings back many nostalgic memory. Third edition 40k here with the notorious Landspeeder, notorious for being so easy to put together. That is a lie. And some ruins. I enjoyed that kit. Never had these red things. some reason. I can't ever remember having those, even though I'm damn sure I had this. Maybe someone stole them. Top Gear. Is this... This is about chariots. For a minute there I thought this was a Warhammer racing game. But that would have been quite interesting. There you go. That'll be the next thing you see. Warhammer racing. Ooh, maybe that'll mean they bring back Dark Future. Now that would be good. Here we are. Games Day, Golden Demon, 1999. Excuse me. 12th of September, Birmingham, NIA. Some more pictures from Golden Demon. These would, I assume, be from 1998. Quite nice. I always enjoyed this Goblin Doom Diver catapult, or whatever it's called. Adverts here. All the things you could do. Speed painting apparently consists of raising your arm in the air. Yes, Battlefleet Gothic. Look at these ships. Murder class cruiser. And Slaughter class cruiser. Can't say I recognise these ships, but that looks like a class that I've seen in a piece of artwork lately for the Terminus Est. Here we are again at the spoiler class. Is it the same? I don't know. If they're bringing this back, I'm sure we'll see. I never owned this game. Always wanted it. Always wanted an Imperial fleet down there, but no, never had it. The Eldar fleet there, looking very snazzy. Mordheim. See, this is a game I've heard of, but never played. Oh, okay. So that was an advert, I assume. Maybe replacing Blood Bowl. Advert for some new Eldar stuff at the time. The path to war. Here comes the battle report. Gav Thorpe there versus Nick Davies, or Nick Davis. I do apologise if I have your name wrong. I love these old Imperial fists. I remember this Predator with the Great Glee. Ooh, Legion of the Damned. Whatever happened to those guys? Do they have dreadnoughts currently? I don't know. Here's the army lists. So assuming we're going on how people discuss old battle reports, the Eldar should win this because they always say it was Army of the Month. So we'll have a quick flick through. And at the end we have praise be to the Emperor. So it looks like the Eldar lost. Interesting. So on my first look at battle reports, the age-old tale of the new army always winning is not correct, it would seem. The mail order trolls, I don't know if anyone's ever lucky enough to speak to those back in the day. I always assumed they actually looked like that, being a youngster at the time. Parts to buy. What do we have here? A mail order Wraithlord. See Troll 21. We actually have to speak to Troll number 21, or is this another magazine or something? Legion of the Damned Rhino conversion. That is amazing. Some more orcs. Advance order. Did you know you can place an advance order for all new games? Here we have the older periodicals which you can purchase. Warhammer Monthly. The Citadel Journal, which I always liked the look of but never even read. And Inferno, which I believe was a comic of sorts, I may be wrong. Oh, look at this. The Chaos Planet Killer. I believe that would be Games Workshop's answer to the Death Star. The Black Coach, one of my favourite models ever. The old order form, I remember filling a few of those out back in the day. And that would be it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure we'll have another one of these soon. Bye bye.